We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here.
A touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays out of that one, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case,
will probably be the last play of the quarter. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's good.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them, let it go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, 27 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Here's Newton. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your...
To New England. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
The Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. To throw his Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dietrich Wise providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well.
Nothing. Points here. They could really put him in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how best way to maintain control.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And Michel will have the first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage.
This is going to be the result every time.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Carr again. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our pre-minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. Cruise past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's 28. Raiders 7.
To make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Oh, what a catch by Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look.
Pick up, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before and trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 43 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold. You have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they will run it with Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because
it's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. And start on day 1, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris, and I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number undrafted free agent, so you never know what you're going to get.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the open.
Good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great team, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown.